Lambda functions are small anonymous functions that can take any number of arguments but will have only one expression. They are particularly useful when, say, you are using them inside another function definition, or when you want functionality just for a short period of time. So they come very handy. So the syntax goes like this, starting with the keyword lambda, followed by arguments, and then expression. So in first example, we are calculating square root, where we are just saying x is a argument, and then we are just calculating the square root using exponential of zero point 0.5. Now if we just print, you will see the square root is 10. In next example, rather than having just one argument, we are taking two arguments, x and y, and then we are just multiplying them. These are hypothetical examples just to show you how a lambda function can be created and then called. So it will just show the product of this. Now, if we really want to use other products and we want to just use different combinations of lambda, you will see it gives a lot of power, because rather than having to create an entire function, you can just use this functionality and then just use it on the fly. Now next we are going to look into map, function map. This is particularly useful when you have a list, you have a entire say list of elements, and you want to perform the same thing on each of the element. So this is how map function is used. It will do accept two arguments. First argument is a function itself, which you want to call upon each element, and second argument is a list. So each time it will take one element of this list and then pass it to this function. So let's take an example. Say we have this input list 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, which is nothing but all the this list of squares from 1 till 5. And the output is, we will say list. Now we are doing a map, and the first function, I'm just passing a lambda function, which is the square root. And then in the second argument, I'm passing the actual list on which I want to run this code. And then let's print the output. So what we are doing is, we have actually calculated the square root of each of this element by using map. So I hope it is very clear. Now with that, let's move on to function filter. By the way, if you just want to have an idea, just see, if you would have done the same thing using conventional definition and then calling a loop or iterator on this list, we would have used so many lines of code. And here we could do that just in one line of code, right? So it makes things pretty concise and pretty efficient. So with that, now let's move on to function filter.